Hello, fellow Arisen. Your average shotgun here with a rather interesting boss fight video. I am currently in my most hated area of all of Bitter Black Isle, and that would be the Ward of Regret, because I always regret coming here. But I read that the 4 bosses that I'd like to cover as a sorcerer, since sorcerers normally have a difficult time with them, the Living Armor and Elder Ogre, are both here. Through some God's Baning practice, I know what's around that corner. It's a Living Armor, and this won't necessarily be a boss deletion. It's going to be me attempting to explain several strategies, or not several, like 2, maybe 3 strategies you can use on the Living Armor as a sorcerer to just wreck this thing. And I'm sorry I did not explain, or rather show my real magic attack stat in the Sorcerer build showcase video. I have not changed any of my gear. I have changed my augments though. So I'll go ahead and show that to you guys. To veterans of the game, notice my health. You'll already know where this is going. Yeah, I've got that much power. And that's all because I simply switched around my augments. My spell lineup's the same. I got rid of Sinew and Ferocity because Ferocity's kind of biased. And I know my build's more a jack of all trades kind of thing. And now that I have as much magic attack as I do, Ferocity's kind of unnecessary. Plus, Equanimity actually gives a bigger boost overall. Ferocity gives 20% to the Holy Focus Bolt only. Equanimity, it gives, I believe the wiki said like 35 or something like that, 35%. When I'm almost dead. And then Sanctuary, when I'm almost dead, I'm going to be taking next to no damage. And since 3 of the 4 bosses I want to cover are mostly physical, the Elder Ogre and Prisoner Gore Cyclops being purely physical, this is just going to be crazy helpful. The other 2 bosses are a Frostworm and then the Living Armor. This gives 20% to both my physical and magical attack, and then both my physical and magical defense when I'm traveling alone, which I am. Faster casting, plus 20% magic attack, and then plus 10% magic attack. I went all out, or all in, I guess, with the magic attack. That's not the only thing I've changed up, though. Since I'm using the almost dead, get crazy buff kind of strategy, I also changed around my inventory a little bit. Curatives definitely, because these weigh less than what I was carrying, which is like Harvest Sauce, Liquid Vim, Salubrious Brew, that kind of stuff. And plus, I want to stay in the red, so that stuff is not going to be ideal. Whereas this barely heals me at all, so that's why I went with that. And then the large mushroom is just in case I do need stamina for whatever reason. The only thing I kept was my panaceas, just in case I do get a debilitation, but I doubt I will. The only other thing I switched around is my tools, and by switched around, I mean I added a lot of crap. I'm always carrying these. Demon's Periapts, Amplifies Magic, Stack 4. Everybody knows that deal. Rancid Bait Meat, that's for getting an Elder Ogre to show up. I'm actually carrying 3 different types of jewels that can inflict either sleep, torpor, or silencing. But none of these are meant for the living armor. So ignore those for now. You'll see why they are in my inventory. Should we happen to run into a Frostworm in the Midnight Helix? I doubt we will. It's usually the Gore Cyclops. And then I'm carrying Surging Light Tomes. This is literally Holy Furor from the Mystic Knight class. Only you get to cast it for free. No stamina, nothing. And your magic attack stat, your weapon's magical power, none of that's factored into the damage that tomes can do. But for some reason consumables like Periapts are. So the Periapts are actually going to amplify the power of my Surging Light Tome. So yeah, fun stuff. All that's really left to say is let's go greet our first guest. Just a Periapt. I'm gonna use that just before aggravating him because you have to either get close enough to him or just do any attack towards him and then he'll move. Other than that, he's pretty much a statue. Use the tome. Okay, wow. Very fast to react. Here's one way to delete him. Done. Sweet novelty. Oh, you gave some pretty good stuff. I like it. Oh, no, I don't like that. But whatever. So yeah, that's how to defeat the living armor. I will see you in a bit to hopefully fight the Elder Ogre.